Hello students, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Trinity English Joseph, and today we are going to learn English grammar, very important topic, that is adjectives. An adjective is a describing word or which adds beauty to the noun or pronoun. So an adjective is a word or set of words that modifies a noun or a pronoun. An adjective comes before the word, that is either noun or pronoun, and then it modifies that particular noun or pronoun. In simple words, it adds beauty, it adds extra meaning to the meaning of noun or pronoun. So, adjectives make the writing more attractive, more visual, and more vivid. So, in that way, students, so the adjectives are always the describing words or beautifying words. And here, now let us look at the kinds of adjectives and let us learn more about them. So, there are 12 kinds of adjectives. First one is adjectives of quality or a descriptive adjective. Second one is adjectives of quantity or quantitative adjective. Third one is adjectives of number or numeral adjective. So fourth one is distributive adjective. Fifth one is demonstrative adjective. Sixth one is interrogative adjective. And seventh one is emphasizing or intensive adjectives. Eighth one is exclamatory adjectives. Ninth, relative adjectives. 10th, possessive adjectives. 11th, proper adjectives. And 12th, participle adjectives. Now, let us look at each one and let us learn more about these all kinds of adjectives. While late, let us go into in details of the 12 kinds of adjectives. Now, let us look at the kinds of adjectives. The first one is a adjective of quality or descriptive adjectives. Descriptive adjectives are the ones which add a lot of description to different things. We have different kinds of descriptions. Description of person, place, thing, animal, events, process. There are different kinds of descriptions. For all the descriptions, we use these descriptive adjectives or adjectives of quality. So, adjectives which show the kind or quality of a person, place or thing is called as adjectives of quality. So, these show the kind of something or quality of something. So, that is what we call it as adjective or adjectives of quality. And these answer the question what kind of something. Okay. So, when you ask the question what kind, then you get the answer for this adjectives of quality or descriptive adjectives. And if you just look at the examples, Ramu is a clever boy. What kind of boy is Ramu means? Ramu is a clever boy. So clever shows about what kind of boy Ramu is. And next, India is a great country. Great country. What kind of country is India? A great country. So this is what shows about what kind of something. And if you come to second one, adjectives of quantity or quantitative adjectives. Okay, so these show or these adjectives show how much of a thing is meant, how much of a thing is meant about. So basically, if you just look at the quantity, these ones we use it in the uncountable nouns. Well, if you just remember about the nouns, uncountable nouns which we cannot count, which we can only measure, in such kind of things we use adjectives of quantity. And here if you just look at these, answer the question how much. So generally these ones answer the question how much. And then here if you just look at the examples, he drank a little water. How much? A little. And then we don't have much time. So how much? Much. So here I ate some rice. How much rice? Some rice. So here these are all the different examples for the adjectives of quantity. Students, we have the third kind of adjective, that is adjectives of number or numeral adjectives. Here these adjectives of number denote to the countable nouns, and then these adjectives which show how many persons or things are meant, or in what order a person or thing stands. So that is what it talks about. So it talks about the number, or it talks about the countable nouns. Okay. So here these adjectives of number answer the question how many. So it talks about how many. So here adjectives of number are of two kinds. So they are definite numeral adjectives and indefinite numeral adjectives. Now let us look at definite numeral adjectives. The definite numeral adjectives are the ones which denote exact number, which shows the correct number, accurate number. So that is what called as a definite numeral adjectives. And then definite numeral adjectives again, they are subcategorized into two. One is cardinals and the other one is ordinals. Cardinals means 1, 2, 3, 4, all these numbers up to as many numbers as we can count. So that is what cardinals. And then ordinals means first, second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th, 20th or 30th. Okay. So last. So all these are the ordinals. So these are the definite numeral adjectives. Next, if you just look at the second one, it is indefinite numeral adjectives. Students, here indefinite numeral adjectives means indefinite, which is not definite, which is not exact. That means it does not show the exact number, the proper number. So which do not denote the exact number is called as indefinite numeral adjectives. Some of the words which we use in the indefinite numerals are all, some, many, few, several, etc. Now, overall, if you just look at the adjectives of number, some of the examples here are: he has 5 mangoes. She has some books. Most people love sweets. So here the underlined ones: 5, some, most, all these are the adjectives. Now let us look at the another kind of adjective. The fourth type of adjectives is distributive adjectives. So these refer to each one of two or more personalities or persons or things taken singly or in separate groups. Or in simple words, it refers to one at a time. Means it refers to the persons or things individually. So that is what we have to understand here by distributive adjectives. So the words each and every, these two words are known as distributive adjectives. So because each and every are distributives. So if you just look at the examples, each man has to sign the document. Every person has to do it. That is the meaning. Every student was given a uniform. Everyone individually was given a uniform. So that is what you have to understand about. Then next, if you go to the fifth adjective is demonstrative adjectives. So already we have seen the pronouns. Demonstrative means to show something specially or particularly. So adjectives that point out which person or thing is meant to, so that is known as demonstrative adjectives. So as I already told you in the pronouns, this, that, these, those are known as demonstratives, and when they are used along with a noun, so they are called as demonstrative adjectives. So this box is bigger than that. This box. So box is noun and this is adjective. And these mangoes are sweet. Mangoes is noun and these is the adjective. Students, now if you just look at here, we talk of the sixth adjective, that is interrogative adjectives. So interrogatives means to ask questions, and the words what, which and whose, these three words, when they are used along with the nouns to ask questions, so they are known as interrogative adjectives. Now if you just look at what kind of man is he, so what, so whose books are these, so these are the two examples that we can see. So these are the interrogative adjectives. Next, if you look at the seventh kind of adjective is emphasizing adjectives. So to emphasize is to give more focus or more stress upon something. So when the words very and own, so when they are used for the sake of emphasis, for the sake of intention of something, so then they are called as emphasizing adjectives. So if you just look at the examples, I saw it with my own eyes. So everyone looks with their own eyes, but still here the word own is used for the sake of emphasis. And even if you just remove this particular word own and the sentence is correct, I saw it with my eyes, that's it. But this particular word own is to emphasize the action. So that is the meaning of it. This is the very thing I want. So this is the very thing. This is the only thing that I want. This is the thing I want, that we can exactly say, but very is used for the sake of emphasis. So this is about emphasizing adjectives. And the eighth type of adjective is exclamatory adjectives. Exclamation is to show something for the emotions and the feelings. So the word what, when it is used along with a noun, then to show the exclamation, then it is called an exclamatory adjectives. So what an idea. So what an idea. So what nonsense this is. So these are the two examples that we can take it for exclamatory adjectives. The ninth type of adjective is relative adjectives. So the relative adjectives are the ones when we use the words what, which, whatever, whichever, these four words, and when they are used with the nouns to show its relation with the other sentence. So this is what we call it as relative adjectives. If you just look here, he took with him what money he had. So the next one is the man whose land we want to buy is here. So these are the certain examples for relative adjectives. Next, we continue with the possessive adjectives. So possessive adjectives are the ones which speak about the possessions or the belongingness or the ownership of something. There are 7 possessive adjectives. My, our, your, his, her, its, their. So all these 7 are the possessive adjectives. When they are used attributively before a noun to show the possession or to show the ownership or the belongingness, then we call it as possessive adjectives. Okay, this is my book. My book. So my shows about the belongingness of the book. Okay, that is our area. Okay, so that is our area. So these are all the ones which shows the possession. So these are all the possessive adjectives. Now let us look at the 11th adjective, that is proper adjectives. Already we have discussed about proper nouns, and the adjectives which are formed from the proper nouns are called as proper adjectives. So adjectives, when they are formed from the proper nouns like India, Indian, China, Chinese, so like this, this is what we call it as a proper noun. Now this is an Indian tea. So India, Indian is the adjective. So he is a British author, British. So as the adjective. So here this is what we call them as proper adjectives. So next one and the last one is participle adjectives. So we have heard about the present participle, past participle here before, and then here when we use this present participle and the past participle, okay, of verbs, when they are used as adjectives, so then we call them as the participle adjectives. So generally we have ing form and ed forms in order to be used in this way. So if you just look at the examples, you do understand this. She has a smiling face. What kind of face it is? Smiling. Smiling is a present participle. So this is a broken chair. So this is a perfect participle. So broken is a perfect participle, and when it is used to qualify a noun, that becomes an adjective. And the third one, these are smuggled goods. So smuggled is a past participle. So here when it is used to qualify the noun, then we call it as an adjective. So these are all the different kinds of adjectives, friends. So please do subscribe to my channel to get more and more videos on grammar and the literature even. So please do subscribe, and thank you for all for watching this video. So see you in